My name is Amber Reed, R-E-I-D, birthday 12/27/90. I'm turning 32, but like I'm almost positive my like mental age, like my brain is stuck at 17. I'm actually starving, so okay, yes, I troll. Whatever, LiarLynn has entered the chat. I'm totally fine with a clickbait title because you guys know I love me a clickbait title. You're not paying attention to your health, you don't care about your health, you don't care about your body, you want to die, etc., etc. You could have ate healthy, you chose not to. Do you really need to go on vacation? You buy health insurance instead. I just don't want to hear it.
No one cares!
Hey guys, so in yesterday's video I mentioned the video in which she told that pathetic doctor's appointment story, and so I thought we'd do a retro react because I deleted most of my reaction videos from back then, and so let's do one now. So this video was uploaded December 24 in 2018, 4 years ago. That is the one, the doctor's appointment that she referred to in yesterday's video when she said it was 6 years ago, remember? All right.
Hey guys, so today is Friday the 21st of December, and I just wanted to start a vlog and let you guys know that today is actually my appointment. My appointment's in 32 minutes from now, and it's pretty close to where I live, so I didn't have to leave quite yet, but I'm probably gonna leave in, I don't know, like 10 minutes or so. But yeah, it's my appointment for my leg. As you guys know, my whole leg issue has been going on, and today is actually the first day where it's felt pretty good. Like, it doesn't hurt as bad as usual, which is really crazy to me, but I think it's because I have been moving more the last few days. I've been just doing a little bit more walking, than I usually do.
See, the same lies back then as she's telling us now.
So that makes me feel like it is a pulled muscle. I don't know, but I'm going to see the doctor. She'll be able to tell me what it is, hopefully. I'm just hoping that she doesn't have any like feelings of it being a blood clot, because then I'm gonna have to get an ultrasound. And I've had ultrasounds in my legs before, or on my legs before, not in my legs, but on my legs before, and it hurts really bad because they have to press like really hard. So I'm hoping that doesn't happen. I'm hoping I can just tell her my symptoms and she can take a look at it and do whatever she has to do and just tell me good news. That's just what I'm hoping for. So yeah, today's the appointment. I'm nervous, but I don't know. I think the biggest thing for me is, yeah, I don't want it to be a blood clot, but just the fact that nurses and doctors have to look at my leg today makes me feel uncomfortable, because if someone was to ask me like what's something that I'm like least happy about with my body, or like what I'm most subconscious about, it would definitely be my legs. 100% legs. So I'm not looking forward to that, and I kind of feel ashamed because my weight gain and stuff like that. So we'll just see what my doctor has to say for me, and I will keep you guys updated and let you know everything that's said. But as of right now, I'm pretty freaking nervous. So okay, it's been kind of a long day, but here we are back home. It is nighttime. I'm really trying.
That is Pillow Mountain, by the way, for those of you that have not seen it before. They have like mattresses that were sitting on the floor, because of course any bed frame would break from somebody her weight. I believe that was the reason why they didn't have a bed frame. I don't know, but she was like, later on she admitted she spent most of her time there. That is the bed-bound area. Era.
I'm trying to work on my sleeping schedule, so it's almost gonna be 10, so I really wanted to film this and get to bed at a decent hour, because I'm really trying to work on that, because that's important for me. So I'm going to explain everything that happened at the doctor's today. And last time I went to the doctor and I shared what happened, there were a lot of people who called me a liar. So just to get that out right now, there is no lying in this video.
I don't even know what to say to that.
No exaggerating. This is my true story of what happened today, and there are some things in this video that I'm not really wanting to share or wanting to admit, or anything like that. But I know I'm gonna get a lot of questions if I just upload a video that says, hey, I went to the doctor, and then that was that. So I feel like it's important that I just let it all out now. I'm the type of person that when I sit down to film like a story type deal and I want to explain something, I really want to just like explain everything. So we're gonna start with the fact that when I got into the doctor's office, there was nowhere for me to sit because my ass is too big to fit in the chairs. So I had to walk from the car into the doctor's, which for me is already hard enough. And then every single one of the chairs had those arms on it, but they were definitely tiny, trust me. I mean, for the average person, I'm sure they're fine and dandy, but for someone like me, I wasn't able to sit down. So then I had to stand. I had to stand for about 15 minutes, and I'm not used to that. I don't stand on the regular basis. I don't stand that long on the regular basis. The longest I stand is daily in the shower. I try to take the
She later on admitted that at that time she couldn't even take showers anymore. She couldn't fit into the shower.
fastest showers you've ever known in your life, because it is a struggle for me. These things are becoming a struggle and are a struggle for me because that's just how it is now. So then when they finally called me back, you guys know when you go to hospitals or you go to like doctors, go down this hallway, go down that one, turn that way, go down this way, go down that hallway, and then that one. It's just like you're going down all these ways, and then finally when it's time to leave, you're like lost. But I don't walk anymore. Like, I have a Fitbit, I don't use it. I have legs, I rarely use them.
You hardly ever did though, and you admitted it later. So I don't know why I'm reacting to this. This is like, 4 years ago. But it drove me up the wall back then because we all knew that she wasn't moving much. And later on, she admitted she was bedbound. She hardly ever left the house.
I need to move more, obviously, because this was so embarrassing. I was walking and walking and walking and walking to get to the room that I was going to be seeing the doctor in, and I was like breathing exactly like this.
Just like you almost do when you're just sitting there telling a story.
Like, it was so embarrassing because the nurse who called my name while I was in the waiting room was the one who saw me first, and I couldn't catch my breath, and it was just really embarrassing. So that was the first thing that happened.
And what did she call it in another video? Exercise-induced asthma.
And I was trying to like crack jokes. I was like, oh, sorry, I have asthma, or is it the weight that I've gained? Like, I'm so awkward. Oh my God, who jokes about stuff like that? So while I saw the nurse, she just asked, so what are you in for? And I just kept it short because that's usually what you do. I was just like, I have some calf pain. I showed her where on my leg it's been hurting, and that was pretty much the gist of it. So as soon as my doctor came in, which I love my doctor, absolutely incredible doctor, but when my doctor came in and she said, so I heard you've been having some leg pain, because obviously the nurse corresponds with the doctor before, I'm seen. And she said, I'm worried it's a blood clot. And then she asked me, what are your symptoms? Talk more about it. Let me see it. Ugh. I knew she was gonna look at my leg. And like I said, I was dreading that part. I knew.
Yeah, how else is she gonna find out anything about the leg? Jesus, she's. It
was gonna happen. Like, let's get real. I'm there for leg pain. Of course they're gonna look at my leg. Once she finally looked at my leg and she listened to my symptoms, she was like, this is not a blood clot. This is not a blood clot. And I was like, oh, thank God. But I was like, what made you think it was, initially? And she said that usually when people come in for leg pain, certain leg pain or calf pain, that it's worrisome that it could be a blood clot. But once she heard my symptoms and looked at my leg, I had no symptoms of a blood clot. So it turns out that I am losing a lot of circulation in that leg. How I sit, how I sleep, just how I do things. And she explained the reason why when I stand or when I walk, that's why I don't feel pain anymore. Which I've explained to you guys before, that when I stand or when I walk, or when my legs are straight and not, bent in any sort of way, that's when I no longer feel pain.
Yeah, you'd think that would have made her move more, but
because my blood, the air, the oxygen, and just everything, all the human body little circulation tidbits are able to circulate easier when I'm up, legs are straight, things like that. And I was like,
And when you're moving, that's what's good for the muscles and your system.
Are you for real? That's what's wrong with me right now? So I am just so glad that I don't have a blood clot, because trust me, I was worried, Becky was worried, Becky's family was worried.
Okay, you see how she just brushes over the fact that the doctor told her that she's losing blood circulation in her leg, and she's happy about that.
Eric and Ricky were worried. Y'all, like, y'all were worried. I've had so many people message me, and it's been a wild last 2 months, because that's how long it's been happening, and I'm just so glad that that's not what's wrong with me. But I do have some bad newses. I do have some bad news. So let's just continue on. Let's just be grateful that I don't have a blood clot. And we're just...
But losing blood circulation is not worrisome at all, or?
Gonna move forward and prevent blood clots at all costs.
Maybe by moving, but she didn't do that either.
So I happened to mention to my doctor how I sleep at night. I've had a lot of people ask me if I use all these pillows, you know, and I always say that I don't, because I really don't. I use about 3 pillows, and I don't want to like really admit this, because this is something that recently started. It actually started in 2018, so it has started this year. I don't lay down when I sleep.
That blew me out of the water back then. She's sitting there, like she's I don't know what she says, 3 pillows. I'm guessing she cannot sit up without any support, and so she probably scooches over towards the wall and leans against the wall or something. But can you imagine what that does to the body when you sleep sitting up?
And I know that is worrisome, because everyone lays down when they sleep. This is probably one of the reasons why I didn't want to share it with you guys, because it does freak me out. It did freak me out, and I always wondered, why do I feel better sleeping sitting up?
She was wondering about that. If she had asked me back then, I could have told her it's all the masses, it's all the weight that is pressing down on her chest when she lays down on her back. I don't think that any overweight, like really seriously overweight people, can sleep on their backs.
And I know a lot of people would use that against me, so it's not really something that I wanted to like, hey everyone, I don't lay down when I sleep.
She did 3 videos in which each one of them she had 10 struggles of being me. And she mentioned things that I would never mention on the internet, but sleeping sitting up, that's where she draws the line.
Woo woo! Let's make a rap about it. Let's make a bunch of hate videos about it. Yeah, let's do some edits about it. Yeah, LiarLynn sits up when she sleeps. Woo woo! Because y'all, there are some trolls watching me.
You are a troll, and that's what you attract, probably. And I personally love all the videos that are being made, like not just the compilations, but the ones where you actually use what is it called, Photoshop, and all the, you know, there are people out there that have skills when it comes to video editing. Holy smokes.
So I talked to my doctor about that, and you know me and my awkward self, I was like, yeah, I sleep when I sit up, and it's probably sleep apnea, because I mean, look at me, you know, I was just making stupid jokes. I'm just like, why do I do that when I'm nervous and like try to just be dumb? Like, I'm just so dumb, like I can't. And she was like, yeah, that is sleep apnea. Like, she was just out in front with it, and she's,
I believe she has sleep apnea, and I can't believe she has survived so many nights without a CPAP machine. Because imagine all the weight pressing down on her lungs, and she also has asthma, and she doesn't move, and so the whole package is just it's a mystery to me how she can still sleep at night without any help of a CPAP machine.
like, it is. It's kind of scary to me that I didn't even need to do a sleep test for a doctor to straight out tell me that. And that's one thing. I don't want to get emotional. I got emotional at the doctor's. Okay.
Okay, but it's just physics, seeing how much weight is pushing on your lungs if you laid on your back or even the side.
Rewind. That's one thing that I never wanted to be told, was that I had sleep apnea. That terrifies me.
Okay, nothing else does. The fact that she was just told that she's losing blood circulation in her leg and she sits on her butt on that mattress all day long, that didn't worry her. But the news, or the way the doctor just came out and said, yeah, she has sleep apnea, that worries her.
It terrifies me. Ugh. Just the thought of it. Because people can die from that in their sleep. And
they can also die from throwing a blood clot at any minute at that weight.
that's the reality of it. That is currently what I'm going through. So my bad news doesn't really end there. This is when I began to cry. And I was a blubbery mess and I was emotional because I no longer take my antidepressants, so I now feel all my emotions and I cry every day over at least one thing. But when I was taking Lexapro, I literally was numb to the world. So I don't know which is better, feeling nothing or feeling everything. So yeah.
Numb to the world. That's probably the times when she told all those lies and the slandering her ex-spouse and stuff like that. Maybe she just didn't care about the consequences.
This is when I started crying and I started talking about weight loss and how I just keep gaining weight and I need help. Like I was begging for help. Like it was embarrassing. And I looked over at Becky and she was getting teary-eyed and the doctor was just like looking at me with sympathy and I felt ridiculous. I was so ashamed and embarrassed and I literally said the words, "Can you help me find a weight loss surgeon? Because I want weight loss surgery."
Does that sound familiar, guys?
And I will pay for it. She explained to me that I need insurance because it is hard to pay just like completely out of pocket. I don't know. She had like all these like terms and I felt like it was going in one ear and out the other because literally I was hoping she'd just be like, all right, let's go get that weight.
Wow, she's so manic in this one. So what I wanted to say about that, I was wondering back then, like the doctor would tell her that she can't pay cash. I was wondering why that is. If you guys can help me out, let me know in the comments. But what might be the reason why you have to have health insurance in order to get weight loss surgery? Like if I said I'm putting down $50,000, you can have the money right now without even having done anything. Why wouldn't they do that? I don't know.
Surgery. No, I know that's not possible. It's a very long process and so she thinks that I need insurance. Obviously, of course I need insurance. Like it's just I haven't gotten it. It's just been so much easier for me to just pay out of my pocket. Bam, bam, bam. Because like labs, a few $100s, ultrasounds, a few $100s, typical things that I've been doing has only been a few $100s. But if anything bad or horrible ever happens to me, heart attack and I have to be hospitalized, or what if I did have a blood clot and they had to do surgery on me? These things are like thousands of dollars. And yes, I do save money.
Do you hear that, guys? She saves money. But 4 years later, she doesn't even have 23,000 on the side.
But it's still better to have insurance just in case. I don't know why I'm preaching to the choir. Like, what am I doing? Because you guys have been preaching to me forever. Okay. She said for now to find an insurance company, try to get some insurance going so we can maybe one day in the future talk about weight loss surgery. And then she started explaining to me that she recently lost 60 pounds and I was like, oh my God, amazing job. Because you know me and my stupid jokes. She was talking
just like the one right now, trying to be funny.
About how her and her co-workers and employees, like in the office where she works, in January they were starting like a weight loss thing just like within the office, and she was like, I want to invite you to join us, and every single month, you don't even have to pay, you come in every single month, we can weigh you and you can be a part of this. And I was like, just her thinking of me and literally telling me, I want you to be part of the weight loss journey and competition within my office meant so much to me.
it actually meant so much to her that she never went back.
I think she just noticed I need the support and I need, the push and the kick, for help. And that just meant so much to me. And something she said to me kind of stuck with me because I was bawling my eyes out, and she was just like, "You're healthy." Like she had my charts in her hand. She was like, "You're healthy, but you are obese, but we can fix that."
Absolutely not. No doctor in Kentucky or the United States or even in the world would have told her that she is healthy. Absolutely not.
And in that moment, I was just like, fuck. In that moment, like, it was crazy to me because she made me realize, like, this is reversible.
No, it's not, it's absolutely not reversible. I don't know why she thought that or why she feels that she has to say that now. The damage that Amber has done to her body is absolutely irreversible.
And before anything crazy happens to me, we need to reverse this. We need to fix this. And I feel like I am one of the lucky ones because there are people my size, people smaller than me, people who are at a healthy weight, who are unhealthy and who have horrible problems. And I'm just like grateful that my body is trying to fight as hard as possible.
Trying to fight what? I didn't get it then and I don't get it now. I don't know why she's saying she's talking crazy. Trying to fight what? The fact that she abuses her body and the body trying to deal with all these calories while she's just sitting on her butt all day, every day. Cannot take a shower anymore, has to be wiped, has to have help with sponge baths, and lying to her audience at the same time. I don't know what I can't follow her thoughts.
So this is another bad news, which with the sleep apnea and then what I'm about to tell you guys,
the sleep apnea, by the way, that she's still not having treated by actually getting a CPAP machine.
Probably doesn't seem like I'm healthy, but it could be worse. That is something that everyone should focus on. They should always be grateful for the health that they do have. But I've always had a little bit of an elevated high blood pressure. It's never been super high. That's something I've never experienced besides when I was on a weight loss pill called phentermine. That's the only time my blood pressure has been stroke level. But I've always had elevated blood pressure.
Elevated blood pressure, you hear that, guys, right?
And again today, it was elevated. And I got my blood pressure taken today while, after I was done walking, while I was huffing and puffing, and it was elevated. So I guess I can't really say that that's technically bad news because it's always been like that. It's always been just the teensy tiniest elevated, but every time I've gone to like a doctor or I've gone to the ER or just whatever reason I've gotten my blood pressure taken, I've never been diagnosed medicine. They've always told me, it's fine, it's fine, it's fine. And today I was diagnosed a high blood pressure medicine.
Prescribed.
Which for me was pretty eye-opening. It just made me realize that this doctor cares.
If I had been her, it would have made me realize that my blood pressure is too high and maybe I need to do something about it.
This doctor is there for me. My blood pressure wasn't any higher than it normally has been, just that just a little elevated, and she still wants to help me.
No doctor would prescribe blood pressure medication if the blood pressure is just a little elevated. It must have been a lot.
And that makes me feel happy because I don't feel like just another client.
Patient.
She wants me there for the weight loss competition. And she said, message me whenever you can. A lot of people are confused about this because I do talk about the health portal, which if you guys have a doctor, y'all need to get the health portal. Talk to your doctor's office about it.
You need to stop giving advice.
It's honestly amazing. You can literally email your doctor. And it's almost 2019. I know that sounds crazy to email your doctor. Like, what? Because I know as a child, you couldn't email your doctor. At least I don't think you could. But now there's an app, which I'm pretty sure you can go on from like a computer, but I'm not sure, where if you need to reschedule an appointment, or if you need to ask about a medicine, or if you're having struggles with something, or just you need to talk to your doctor about anything, really, pop in an email. So it's so convenient, and it's just like totally 2019.
Yeah, because why grab a phone or why talk to somebody in person, or leave the house when you don't have to? You can just sit on your mattress. It's so convenient, guys.
But me and her have communicated through the email a lot. That's just something
I think that's an exaggeration.
that has been easier for me, is just to be like, I'm having struggles with blah blah blah. If she wants to see me in person, I make the doctor's appointment. If it's something really easy and she can just answer it through email, she'll answer it through email. Oh, and about the weight loss thing, I forgot to mention. She said that it's going to be a low carb. She wants me to eat low carb. And it was funny because she was like, we'll start this on January 1st. And I was just like, oh, okay. I don't know. It was just such a good visit. I am relieved in some areas.
It do you get now what I said in my last video, that it all sounds like she was saying things that the doctor didn't say and leaving out things that the doctor said that would actually implicate her. Do you know what I'm saying?
But I am sad in others. But I just know that I need to keep pushing forward because I don't want anything bad to happen to me.
And she didn't, and bad things did happen to her.
That's everything that happened at my appointment, and I told you guys I would tell you when I went, and there you go. So, hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye!
Yeah, and there you have it. So, yeah, so that was the video that I was talking about in my last video. Bullshitting her way through reporting a doctor's appointment, and then diagnosed also. You see that in the title up there, doctor's appointment, diagnosed with what? High blood pressure, with losing blood circulation in your leg, and being happy about it, and I don't think she ever mentioned again that she is taking her blood pressure medication, so I don't know what became of that. And in a video I watched recently, but I don't know what time frame it was from, she said that she never talked about what actually happened with her leg when she was talking about this doctor's appointment. So I don't know what's going on with that. Okay, but I don't want to make this too long because, I got stuff to do. But yeah, thank you for watching this, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye.